out of life, but I think I lost it. Say that I was fine, said it from the coffee. Remember how I died when you started walking. That's my life, that's my life.
Hi everybody, it is Kimberly with Kimberly Down South, and welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, I talk about all things Slimming World with a few bits of other stuff thrown in, but mostly about Slimming World. So if you're interested in Slimming World, this is the channel. Excuse me. And if you've been here before, you know what my channel's about. Welcome back. I'm sorry it's been a minute since I've made a video. I have been down in down in my feelings for the last several weeks. It's getting the holidays. We moved from Halloween to Thanksgiving and to Christmas. Thanksgiving was yesterday. I had family out of town. They came in, and we went out to eat for Thanksgiving, because none of us want to cook all the stuff. Now, my family used to get together and everybody would bring like a dish, so no one person would be responsible for cooking everything. So we didn't go to the other family big family gathering. That would be like at my cousin's house. Now, it used to be at my grandparents' house. All the aunts and uncles and cousins and the cousins' spouses and their children would come. Now, most of my cousins, or a lot of my cousins, are actually grandparents themselves. And so, like, when the elders start passing away, then the families kind of go and do their own little family thing. So, my brother's kids are grown. So, they come over and we just go out to eat. There's a couple of places that prepare like special Thanksgiving menus, and that's what we did yesterday. It made it easier. Then I usually get a little bit down around the holidays because of my mom being passed away. She passed away in 2022 in December. So used to, I would do Thanksgiving and then like Thanksgiving evening or the day after Thanksgiving, I would put up my Christmas stuff. Well, now it kind of changed because of the passing of my mom, and I get a little bit like down. So I went ahead and put up my stuff about a week ago. I was not actually thinking not putting it up, but I came home from work one day. I took a nap, about 45 minutes, and I woke up and I was like, I'm going to put my tree up. And I went right that minute and pulled out my tree and put my tree up. So I'm going to insert some pictures of my Christmas decorations, maybe right here.
Every day is a holiday, every day is a holiday, every day is a holiday with you. Every day is a holiday, every day is a holiday, every day is a holiday with you, with you. Every day is a holiday, every day is a holiday, every day.
Okay, so you probably saw my Christmas decorations. So today is Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Black Friday used to be where you'd shop for all the stuff that was on sale, but now everybody shops from online. So the whole Black Friday thing is not the way it used to be. So all we did today as the family, again, when they come over, we like to go eat Chinese food. So we went to the Chinese buffet as usual. But, okay, first off, let me tell you, over the past probably 3 weeks, I've gained about 7 pounds from what my lowest was. So, Chinese buffet can be so bad. So much MSG, so much whatever in the sauces. But you know what Kimberly did today? I went and looked at the buffet. I didn't see anything that look like it would be Slimming World friendly. So I made the decision, which was hard, and I've never done this before. So I was really proud of doing this. I went and I ordered steamed vegetables and plain rice. And then I just put some soy sauce on it. And that was my lunch while they ate their buffet stuff. And you know what? I was really proud I did it. I sort of missed not getting the stuff that was on the buffet, but then I really didn't. And I didn't feel overly full when I left. So I was healthy. Then after that, my sister-in-law and I went to what we call the Dollar Tree. It used to be everything in there was $1. Like you guys have Poundland. Well, now they've gone up, and now they're the $1.25 tree, $1.25. And I picked up a couple of things. I saw somebody talking about this on a YouTube video, and I'm like, I'm going to try that ham and bean soup. And I'm doing what I can. So even though I might have had something not so great for breakfast, that lunch, I'm like, this is it. I'm starting right now. I don't have to wait for a new day to come up to start focusing back on Slimming World. So I did the steamed vegetables and rice with the soy sauce, and then I need something convenient because I don't always like to cook, especially when I get in my feels and I don't just feel like cooking, and I don't want to cook a whole lot. So I saw these on somebody's video, and I went and picked some up at the $1.25 tree. And these are 1.5 cents for the whole can. So I think that's pretty good. If you did this, or this one, which I've bought before, this is the beef and barley soup. This, I've always liked this one for years. And this one is also 1.5 cents. So these are really convenient. I can make that with like a toasted cheese. I could use my bread as my healthy extra. I could use my healthy extra dairy cheese and make me a little like half toasted, what do y'all call it? Cheese toasty? Is that what you guys call it? We call it a grilled cheese. But if I took like one piece of bread, cut it in half, put my cheese on there and toasted it on each side and had that soup, that would be like probably a quite filling lunch, right? One of the things that's gotten me in trouble lately is I like chai tea lattes. And I found these at it's the Dollar Tree. The $1.25 tree. These have gotten me in trouble. They're just little packets. There's like 4 packets in here. And it's called Quick Tea Masala, but it's like a chai tea latte. But one of these packets by itself is 5 cents. Which, okay, you could do that as long as you haven't used your cents anywhere else and you want to use your 5 cents on that. But in lieu of that, I also got these at the Dollar Tree. This is light organic chai latte. If I took this, right, and then I use, this is like a liquid. You just have to warm it up and add whatever. So if I warm this up and then I added in my almond milk, I use Califia Farms almond milk as my healthy, part of my healthy extra, and used this skinny mix. This is 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0, 0, 0. Everything on here is 0. So if I put that in there, I put my Califia Farms almond milk, and then I zhuzhed it up with this, I could probably make the same thing that this, or similar to this, and this set together would only be 2.5 cents. So technically, I could have 2 of this with the almond milk for the same amount as one of those packets. Because sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I was having this twice a day. So if I could have the other twice a day for the same amount of cents, why wouldn't I do that? Sometimes, and I have no idea what the cents are, this, But sometimes if I, want to feel a little extra festive, I do put in my birthday cake Baileys. I don't know how much this would be. I don't know. Does anybody know? Because there's no, like, nutritional information on Baileys. I guess this would be the same amount as any Baileys would be. This one is just a birthday cake flavor. This was off of my cruise. I brought it back from the port in Cozumel. What else have I got? Oh. Let's move on to something more fun. When my sister-in-law and niece came to pick me up today, I had a little package outside, and I want to open it up with you all. I had a little package from a little unknown place that you guys may or may not have heard of called England, the UK. Oh, I can tell they've opened it up because it's all like cut and then retaped. I'm sure they have to inspect things. But I knew this was coming. You all may know who it's from. Let me pull myself I'm going to pull myself another chair around here so I can set my box on it. And look at the little exciting things that I got from the UK. Things that sometimes, a lot of the times, I think of things that I can't get here in the States, things that I am aware of or know of from when I was living in the UK. And there may be things in here that I'm not aware of. So let's take a look and see what came in my box. I'm very thankful for Lisa and Rufus. They are, if you are not familiar with their channel and you're watching my channel, you should be aware of their channel because they are very prominent in the online slimming world, and or they do support any weight loss program that you might be on, but they are really, I found them because of Slimming World. They follow Slimming World, and anyway, they have been supportive and encouraging to me, and I probably would not still be doing Slimming World if I had not found them and the group that they have developed called the Losers Club, which is on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm going to try to get the links of all the fabulous people that I follow. There is Bean Feast 57, the Leanne, the Fat Last Shell is at Bean Feast 57. We've got what am I trying to say? Leanne at the Fat Last Story, Byron the Vegan Loser, Luke John, obviously Lisa and Rufus Beyond Authentic Health. There's another couple of ladies on Beyond Basic. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that I love to interact with, and I'm going to try to link them below. So if you're thinking about Slimming World, if you've been on Slimming World before and you want to get that, zhuzhed up, reinvigorate your dedication to Slimming World, or if you're in the States and you've never heard of Slimming World, but you're interested in it, I highly recommend it. It's very well-rounded. Even if some of the behind the scenes and branding and all that kind of stuff is annoying, the plan is actually really good. So anyway, let's get to this box. Let's see what came across on a plane, on a train, on a boat, on the back of somebody's horse. I don't know however it got here, but it's the garlic fry light. I love some garlic. I do. I love some garlic. Thank you. So garlic, aromatic garlic oil. So the fry light. Thank you. Thank you. My favorite. And they know this. They know this is my favorite. Mayflower Southern Style Country Gravy Mix. Or Southern Style Gravy Mix. I love this stuff so much. They've sent me 2 before. And I'm about probably halfway to 2/3 of the way through the last tub that they sent me. So I use this a lot on vegetables and chicken, all sorts of stuff. So what's next? What's next? What's next? Yum! Options. White chocolate. Hot chocolate mix. I love hot chocolate. Since I can't do the coffee, it's either tea or hot chocolate. So I've got the chai tea latte. Now I've got some options hot chocolate. Maybe I can sneak me a little bit of the Bailey's in here. I need to know, if anybody knows, I need to know how many sins are in Bailey's so I know how much I can add to my hot chocolate. I don't know. Do I want to be extra festive on Christmas Eve? Let's see. What do we have in here? I can't see the front. Is this? Oh. It's the cheese crackers. I wanted to try these because Rufus and Lisa have talked about these a lot on the channel. And you know I'm snacky. They sent me some packets of the pure cheese crackers. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to try these. I need something snacky. I cannot wait. I can't wait to try these. You're going to have to remind me how many cents a packet of this is. Or I can what am I asking you? I can figure it up on my app. Or it might be in the app already. I'm going to look these up. I'm so excited to try these. I can't even tell you. I cannot even tell you. Cannot even tell you. Yum! Some Hartley's jelly. It's so funny that you guys call this jelly. We call it Jell-O. Because jelly for us is like preserves, like strawberry preserves. We call that jelly. But for you guys, jelly is Jell-O. I got some Jell-O. I've got orange, strawberry. Yes. 6 of those. Or two double packs. I mean 3 double packs. So 6 in total. Thank you. Thank you. It's like Christmas. Alright, what else do we have? What are you barking at, Walter? You can't bark at any dogs. They're all in here. I am just going to say I'm in love with you both. In love with you both. Absolutely cannot find this here. This is completely a UK thing. Because I've looked. Unless it's just recently come in. It's Primula! Primula mature cheese. Primula cheese and chives. Primula cheese with ham. And Primula cheese and prawns. Now, first of all, if you were to find anything here like that, it's going to be more like cream cheese in the cold section. And you can find regular, but not cheddar. You can find regular, and you might find it with cheese and chives. Like the Borzen. I don't know if you guys have Borzen, or I think Presidente may have one, but you cannot find this. You cannot find this. And you're definitely not going to find a single thing in the States that's anything and prawns. Like this, something with prawns. First of all, they don't call them prawns here. They just call them shrimp. But anything flavored with prawns, like there's no prawn crackers, there's no nothing, because it's not an American thing. It is not at all. Not at all. So, and cheese with ham. I'm very excited about this. Very, very excited. Very excited. You do not even know how excited I am about that. So excited. Okay. Like, if I was already thinking like today that I needed to like get back with it and all of this stuff. Sorry, I'm getting a little tickly cough. Oh my goodness. Let me get something to drink before I finish that up, because I want to keep coughing at you guys. So, just a little white cranberry and strawberry. Not light, but the whole thing only has 130 calories. So, okay, I'm excited about this too. I'm excited. Y'all love me. I know you do, and I love you too. I love you guys. Oh my God, y'all. It's the Skinny Food Company 0 calorie maple syrup. Who's going to be making some Slimming World friendly American pancakes? This girl is. And who is helping me make this happen? Lisa and Rufus. Oh my word. The Skinny Food Company 0 calorie vanilla flavor. What can I do with these things? You're going to have to give me some ideas, though, besides the pancake. I know I can make pancakes with this maple syrup. What am I... Okay. What am I going to do with these? I guess I could put some of these in, like... Can I put these in, like, hot tea? Or... I guess I could put it on anything I wanted to, couldn't I? I'm so excited. Oh, my word. Okay, also, again, something that is more of a UK thing that you don't hear about as much in the States is golden syrup. Be still, my beating heart. You could not have made me happier than what I'm finding here in this box. You cannot. I could not have asked for anything more. So this is just a box. I think I know what this is, because I think they mentioned it. So good. So good. Apricot jam. I'm so excited. Could not be more excited than everything that is in this. So that was good. No sugar added apricot jam. This one is good, no sugar added. A raspberry jam. Y'all don't even know. You do not even know how excited this makes me. And you may not think I noticed, but I did, that this box is the same box that I use to send their stuff to them, because it's such a good box. It's a good size box. It's already padded all the way around and on the top. I did notice that. It might be the same box that your stuff is in when I send you guys more stuff over there. Oh, God. Y'all do not even know how wonderful of a gift this is. Like, you could not have made me any happier. The only thing that would make me happier is if I was actually there in person, seeing you all. Let's throw up some of this stuff. I'm going to try to turn my camera around so you can see all my goodies. Because it's trying to stand it up against my own stuff that I've got over here. Because I've made a purity mess right over here with all of my stuff. Like, this is... I'm such a foodie, and I know that's a hard thing when you're trying to follow a diet. And don't fuss at me for calling it a diet, because anything that you eat, any way that you eat, is a diet. That's your diet. Some people's diet is just what they eat every day. Other people's diet is to lose weight. So all right, let me see if I can oh, stay steady. Look at all my goodies. All of my goodies. I could not be more excited and thankful for encouraging me and keeping me on track and giving me that boost that I needed right when I needed it. Because this is right when I needed it. This makes me so happy. Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I'm not going to sit here and cry through this whole thing. I'm not. It is a happy thing. And I'm really appreciative. So I'm going to, I've got to get myself like organized and together so I can keep, over here, Walter. Off. Go. So the other thing that happened last night unexpectedly is I asked my dad if I could have my mom's like formal dining room table, because we don't sit and do the formal dining room stuff anymore. And so I asked him about it. Let me get myself together. I know y'all did not expect to hear me over here like crying and sniffling and coughing and all the stuff, but here I am. But I told you I was going to do this, and with that stuff as a start, and when I'm sitting here at the table tonight, I'm going to sit here with my Pinch of Nom books, and I might pull out, I know Lisa and Rufus have sent me a Chinese or an Asian foods Slimming World book. I might go pull that one out. I don't know. I like the Pinch of Nom stuff, and I have a couple of books. This one I haven't made anything out of yet. The air fryer. And this one is the Pinch of Nom 100 home style recipes. And I've got, so this is where I found the sins, or at least as of before anything might have changed. All this stuff may change. But look what it says. Like, I can go ahead and use that. Look, I was just talking about pancakes. Apple and cinnamon pancakes is one of the breakfast recipes in there. And I have some apples that I need to use, so that might be what I'm making. Things may change, you know, when they change the thins coming up in the end of the year. But look, I've got a lot of stuff in this one already marked that I like. So I may pull out one of those recipes. And I have some more in there. These are just the ones I laid out on the table today. This is the Pinch of Non-Budget, which I do have some marked off in here too that I wanted to try. So yeah, I have a few things that I need to make. Oh, I made this one. I did make one out of here, the cheesy parsnip soup. I did make that one out of here. That was this one. I might have made that one in my soup maker. Another thing that is not as popular over here, but I found out about when I lived in the UK, and I think a lot more people, at least back then, were using the soup makers. Do you guys use your soup makers a lot? Do you have the soup makers, and do you use it a lot? And I've only ever made the smooth soup in it. I've never made the other, so maybe I need to look at using my soup maker to make something that's not like a smooth soup in it. Because I do like soup, and this is the season that this is the season that you do want to make a lot of soups and stuff like that. These sound amazing. Apple fritters. Look at that. There's probably a whole lot of sins in that one. I don't even know, but that's a apple cinnamon stuff. I mean, that's getting me, but I need to look through here at some of the other stuff and see what I can make up to, now that sounds good. Honey soy chicken thighs. That sounds really good. I like chicken thighs. They're like, they got more flavor and they're more tender than like the breast meat. I don't mind chicken breast meat, but I don't want to just eat a chicken breast because they're usually dry on the dry side. Anyway, I'm going to sit down and pull out, because I have a few more days before school starts back. I'm going to pull out tonight a few recipes and do a grocery order and prepare a couple of these things going into the rest of the weekend and next week, and get myself back on track. I wouldn't be going back on track if I didn't think the plan worked. I have not lost 18 pounds, which I had been at for the last couple of weeks. I've not lost that much weight. I don't know, probably in like 15 years. Yeah, probably in like 15 years. It's been at least that long since I lost that much weight. So that's how I know that this plan works. And that I was not like starving, because I like food too much. I'm not going to eat something that I feel like I'm not satisfied with. So Leanne said this in her video that I watched earlier. She was like, you don't want to post videos when you aren't doing well. It's like, I don't know, is it because we're ashamed that we're not doing well? I mean, nobody's perfect anytime. There's probably not a single one of us that's been doing this plan or any of the other plans that haven't fallen off the plan from time to time for different reasons. Sickness, illness, vacations, holidays, you know, depression, anything that you might be going through. All of us probably have that from time to time. So it's what we do with it afterwards. So just because we're not posting up a video doesn't mean that this is not happening. It is. It's happening. So what am I going to do with that information? Well, oh, I was looking. There's my little dog back there. Claire. Did you see those ears go up? Hello, Claire Bear. That's Claire. Hello, darling. She's cozied up on a blanket up there. Anyway, I just noticed her back there, and then I saw her ears go. But just because we don't post a video doesn't mean these things aren't happening. So whether it's good or bad, I guess we do need to post, because then it makes other people that might come along that's watching the video and feel like they're, you know, not having a good week or 2 weeks or, 3 weeks, however long it's been. It makes you know that you are not alone. And what Leanne was saying earlier was, well, she's in the 50 club, where she's lost she's like half of her starting weight, which is amazing. And do you think that she didn't have ups and downs and gains and stuff during that time? Well, of course she did. Of course she did. We all have something like that, but it's, it's getting back out there. So I'm going to post, even if I don't feel like I'm proud of, the past several weeks and me letting myself get off the plan. I'm going to try to be back posting more regularly and get back with the enthusiasm, and I'm feeling it, the enthusiasm that I had before. I do have, as is the norm for December, I do have a couple of things coming up. Me and my 2 best friends try to get together and do some sort of Christmas thing during the holidays. So something that it's like a purely British thing. It doesn't really exist in the States. Is tea, like the more formal afternoon tea, special high, I don't know if you call it high tea, but like the special tea. And so I found a place around here that's turned themselves into like a little tea room type situation. I don't know how authentic it is as far as like what I'm used to or what I had experienced when I was in the UK. But anyway, I found it. They're doing like a Christmas tea situation. So that is up on December the 11th. So I will be eating whatever is part of that, because it's like a preset menu. So I'll be eating whatever that is and not feeling sad about it. But in the meantime, around that, I'm going to be sticking to my plan. I'm going to try to post up everything in my tracker on the digital app. Who was I watching the other day? She's newish to me watching her. Something Me is what she's called. And she was talking about what we've already talked about, the changes to the app and the online thing. And she was one of the ones, maybe she has not seen our stuff, where the rest of us had talked about the changes to the app and the online situation. But she was somebody that liked to go on there and look up her sins on like a laptop or a full computer, one of those. She wasn't using the app on her like phone, so she was like really upset about realizing that it's not on there anymore. So it's officially not on there, and she's not able to access it. And she said when she called that they acted like they didn't like they weren't aware of it, which is suspect to me. They were like, oh no, they're probably just updating it, because they're changing the sins and stuff. No, this has been going on for several weeks now. It's not going to be on the main website anymore. So I don't know who she was talking to when she called to find out about it. But anyway, like she just realized it's not on there. It's only on the app. But I'm going to take advantage of the app and start tracking my food. I do really well when I track my food. I do really well when I'm not going to plan out like a whole week's worth of food, because at the end of the week, I may not want something, but I can plan out a couple of days. I can make a couple of recipes that I know the sins and all of that of, and do that for a couple of days. So that's what I'm going to do with these books right here. Got my books. There's my other dog. He took my seats I was sitting on this little blanket right there, and he took my seat. That's Walter. Miss Grumpy Pants back there, that's Claire. She's trying to burrow in her blanket. Okay, so turn you around, let you look at. Here's me sitting with my Christmas stuff. There's my dad's dog on a blanket. Anyway, I'm sorry I'm coughing. I hope I'm not getting sick. Some people are. Hope it's not me. But anyway, if you guys don't see me, come on and like kick me up the backside and say, you know, get with it. Get back in the game. You know, you can't sit around and just gain all your weight back. So hopefully I'm going to try to reconnect with you guys. I got to go catch up on some videos. I watched Leanne's. I got to watch John Luke's. Jane Day. I got to watch hers. Who else? I think Bean Feast 57 had put one out that I haven't seen. I did watch Back to Basics. Nikki, have you put one out recently? I need to look and see if Nikki's had one out that I've missed. Who else have I been watching? Several I've been watching. Is there one called Vicky Simkus? Is that her name, Vicky? I think she has one out that I watched. If it's the one I'm thinking, if that's the right name, she's talking about she had some issues going on. She was diagnosed with fatty liver disease, like non-alcohol related. So, so she was talking about that. Anyway, there's several I've got to catch up on. And there's sometimes, I promise y'all, that I watch the videos and I'm watching it on my big TV, and I have to go back and, like, you know, post some responses to it. So I need to do that either tonight or tomorrow and do some catching up. And anyway, I need to close out this video. I've been yapping long enough. I feel like a librarian. Do I look like a librarian? Quiet back there at the table. No talking in the library. Anyway, I'm checking out. Y'all have heard me enough. Anyway, thank you, Lisa and Rufus, for this most delicious, appreciated, welcome, making me happy box that you sent. And I will reciprocate. I'm going to find you some goodies. Hopefully, you know, things that are different than what you had before, or if there's anything that was in there that you liked. I'm happy to stick anything back in there that you did like. But it's interesting to try products that you're not used to sometimes. And it's also comforting for me to see things that I kind of thought I'm never going to get to eat that again because I'm here and not there. So anyway, thank you for that. And all of you who have been watching and supportive and reaching out, I do appreciate it. And I look forward to catching up and hopefully having a decent loss next week. If I can stick to this week. Let's see, what are we going into the first week of December? And the second week is when I'll be doing the Christmas thing. I don't think, well, I do know on the 23rd, I think we're going to, I'm in Alabama. We're going to drive to Georgia and visit a family member. So we'll probably eat out for that. But like as far as Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we're not really doing anything. My brother's working. He drives a shuttle from the city that he lives in to, Atlanta. If I'm flying to England, I would fly out of Atlanta. It's like an international kind of hub there. So he picks up people and takes them to Augusta, or brings them from Augusta, Georgia to Atlanta, Georgia, to the airport. And especially, obviously, around Christmas and stuff. So, he he will be doing that. So they will not necessarily be coming in. So I will be curled up right here on this sofa, watching Christmas stuff, and I don't know, making me like I might make me a little mini Christmas roast for the holidays. That might be what Kimberly is doing. So, and I don't mind. It's fine. I will watch movies and piddle around online, and, that's what I'll do. Try not to eat too many bad snacks. Anyway, I don't mean to be making you guys, but I will catch up with you next week. I'm not going to be remiss in doing my videos, and hopefully when I do it, I can tell you that I've had a loss. So you guys have a fabulous week. Thank you for sticking around. I promise not to babble as much the next time that I'm on here. Anyway, have a great week. I'm not going to do, hopefully, any of the things that will get me kicked off of YouTube or whatever. I'm not monetized, so it's not like I'm going to get demonetized because I'm not monetized anyway. But anyway, I will see you guys next week. I love you. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new, like, subscribe, share, comment, ask questions. If there's anything you want to know or ask me, feel free to. I'm happy to ask questions. If I haven't answered, it might be because I didn't know that I had a comment, but keep posting on it, and I will catch up with you all soon. Bye. Love you.